In this part of the presentation, I'm going to talk about the cognitive resonance and cognitive dissonance. To make it more understandable, I would like to show you this hierarchy of competence. I love this pyramid. There are many pyramids, beautiful pyramids to be used in medical education. This one is one of the best, I believe, because it shows you how you improve yourself and how you master yourself in competence. The very basic level is where you don't know. You are incompetent, but you are unfortunately also unconscious. You are not aware of your incompetence. These people are ignorant, but they don't know that they are ignorant. They believe they know something. This is the risk. If you are ignorant, you don't know, but you don't know that you don't know it, then that is dangerous because there is a risk that you believe that you know something. This is called also wrong intuition. So you believe you know. The very risky. You must. I wish nobody is there. At least all of us should be. Even if we are incompetent, you should be conscious. You should be aware that we are incompetent. We are not able to do it. You are here. My classical example is driving a car. Driving a car, a young boy or young girl may watch his or her mother or father driving and may think, oh, that's very easy. I can do it. I can do it as well. Just turning the wheel and pushing the two pedals there, that's easy to do. I can master it. So when the mother or father is away, he turns on the engine and she turns on the engine and tries to do what the parent has done. Probably there is a risk of crashing, of course, because this is unconsciously incompetent. But soon, after hitting to the wall, the person realizes, yes, I'm incompetent. I have to learn. And then you start to strive for learning. So this is where actually learning starts. And you become consciously competent. So you learn, you go to visit a driving school, you learn how to drive. But untilness you are a master, you are experienced, you will be driving, but you always have to think what you are doing. Oh, no, I have to blink. No, I have to turn right. No, I have to look at the mirror. No, I have to speed up or push the brake. This all is done consciously, but still competent. He is driving safely or she is driving safely. The tip of this hierarchy of competence is when you are competent, but you are unconscious. You are driving long distances from home to work or from one point to the other without realizing that you are driving. You don't know what you have done. You did all the necessary activities, necessary procedures correctly without actually thinking about them. This is not the real tip of the competence actually, because a good master would do what? Would go back. Although he is a master, although he's a master of driving, he would always try to be conscious and try to think of his behaviors, try to realize that he is blinking or he is turning or he is braking, etc. So if you have understood this hierarchy of competence, you will easily understand the cognitive dissonance or resonance and its relationship to our today's topic, because today we are talking about asking a clinical question. So you, as a learner, you will encounter some difficult situations with patients. Somebody will ask you something. And there are two options. Either you hear the question and you neglect it. There is something about colelithiasis and you don't know the answer and you escape just from the situation and you don't go and learn. Actually, you know that you should learn it. You know that there is a learning need. If you are not able to answer the question, you know that you have a learning need, but you don't go to the library or to sit yourself in front of the computer and study it. That causes cognitive dissonance. The cognitive resonance is that your behavior and your beliefs, they are in accordance. You do what you believe. You do what you preach. Your thoughts and behaviors are parallel. That is cognitive resonance. If you, the example to make it more understandable is, you are against smoking. You preach everybody smoking is bad for your health. Don't smoke. Quit smoking, etc. But you yourself, you are smoking. So that is cognitive dissonance that causes discomfort and anxiety, embarrassment, regret, sadness, shame, etc. All negative feelings. And in order to not get into these difficult atmospheric conditions, you should always try to stay in cognitive resonance. That means if you have a learning need, immediately go and fulfill this need and learn it. Okay, let me read from my slides. When teachers or patients ask questions to which you know the answer, do you give the answers? If you respond and get into engagement and discuss, that will help you to be in cognitive resonance. When patients ask questions to which you don't know the answer, do you say, I don't know this, but I can see how useful it would be to know, and I'm ready to learn it? If you are this kind of person, you will not engage into cognitive dissonance. So, cognitive dissonance, that means knowing that you need to learn it and escaping from that situation, may in the first sight look like, in the short run, look like hiding your ignorance or look like useful, but it is actually not. In the long run, it becomes maladaptive in clinical practice and cause further problems to yourself or gap in your learning needs and your competences. Okay, so keeping this hierarchy of competence here in front of us, let us remember once more, cognitive dissonance, we know that we don't know. You are aware that you don't know, and if you don't hear these unconscious incompetence, they are happy because they are not aware that they are ignorant. They don't know it. But these people, conscious and incompetent people, they are sad. They are under stress. They have to, because they are aware that they have to learn. So once you engage cognitive this learning need, don't get into cognitive dissonance. Study it, learn it, be open for learning, allow yourself to express that you don't know it and be ready to learn and fill your learning gaps in order to prevent all these negative complications or outcomes of cognitive dissonance, namely anger, fear, or shame. By developing awareness of our knowing and thinking, we can recognize our cognitive dissonance when it occurs, recognize when the knowledge we need would come from clinical care research, and articulate the background or foreground questions to find the answers. I will stop here once more to make it short, to digest for the learners, and continue afterwards.